I've taken a bit of a hiatus from stand-up, so I'm just gonna pick up from where I left off before my little break, and then we'll get this thing underway. Let's see here. Can't believe Prince died. I didn't see that coming. Huh? What's going on with that dress? Is it gold or blue? I feel like we're all seeing different colors. Stupid. This is cool. We've been traveling a little bit. I've done some shows this era around the country, and it's cool. It's a fun time to sort of travel America, you know, just to sort of see it one last time, you know, before she's all gone. That's how it feels, doesn't it? It feels like the Statue of Liberty is going to like raise her dress and just walk back to France. Like, I cannot take it. It's no good. It's no good. Pretty tight Statue of Liberty impression, if I do say so. That one guy liked it. Thank you. No, it really is a crazy time. You know, I know it's a crazy time in this country because I talk to old people. No, a lot of people don't do that, but I do. And I'll say to old people, be like, oh, this is nuts, but I'm sure you've been through worse. And they're always like, nah, this is the worst. Like, Vietnam was fun, dude. This sucks. I'm like, I can't believe you called me dude. You're old. They do it anyway. No, it's nuts, man. It really is. Like, we have like neo-Nazis now, just openly being neo-Nazis. I'm not trying to like divide the room here. I'm just gonna stick to my guns on this one. I'm just gonna say it. Bless you. It's the neo-Nazis like, Achtung! On his way out, I'm getting an Uber! See him on Broadway, Uber! I always tell neo-Nazis you can't hail an Uber. You know, you gotta use the app. No, I know it's got a German name, but they won't stop. But what I was gonna say, and I'm just gonna say it anyway, I don't like neo-Nazis. Yeah, I'm not if that's good. No, that's good. That is the response I was hoping for. As a Jew in a crowded space, that's the side you want to be on. Especially here in New York, you never know. Now Kanye's like a neo-Nazi. I didn't see that coming. But there's a little bit of me that feels kind of like that's a testament to how great America is, you know? No, that a black guy can be a white supremacist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Thomas Jefferson's up there like, we did it. We really included everybody. How about that? Second sick impression of the night. Did Jefferson. Like a 18th century Rich Little. It's for like 5 of you. But those 5 loved it. I don't know who to believe anymore, you know? So many conspiracy theories out there now. People believe in all sorts of crazy stuff. Like more and more people now think the moon landing's fake, right? More and more people think the earth is flat. I heard one the other day that was just completely insane. It said women have orgasms. Like, okay, you know, like, slow down, RFK Jr. Got enough fake news flying around. We got to keep some truths out there. I like to let it get quiet between jokes. That's my trademark. See how quiet I can make the beacon. I know I'm looking at this. This just says crush it. I don't even know why I'm reading it. It just says neo-Nazis and crush it. Totally prepared. One thing I don't know what was real or not real now is COVID. I have no idea what the truth is with COVID anymore. Really, like I don't know if masks work. I don't know if masks didn't work. I do know whoever was wrong won't admit it, so we'll never really know. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I read that up until now, they said 1.5 million people in America died of COVID. I'm like, holy crap, that's an insane amount of people. But I came in here to the city from JFK yesterday, and I was in so much traffic, I was like, it didn't even make a dent, you know? No, you'd think like 1.5 million people, the LIE's opening up a little bit, but nothing. It just kind of makes me wonder, like, how many people need to die, you know, to get to like the Kosciuszko Bridge. You know, like, what's the number of deaths? I don't know what's going on. My favorite thing now that I keep reading about is that we're gonna have a civil war. That's my new favorite, you know. People go, oh, we're gonna have a civil war. And I get the notion of us having a civil war, you know, because everybody's so mad and everybody's like ready to pop. But everybody's also like really fat, you know, so I don't know. Like, I don't know if you guys get to History Channel or not, but generally during civil wars, there's like a ton of cardio. You know, you gotta like run and shoot, and like hide and shoot and run. You can't like rascal scooter through a civil war. You know, it's not like the slots room at Mohegan Sun. You gotta be on your gams, man. Not to mention, like, the infrastructure's not gonna work during a civil war. Like, escalators aren't gonna be running. So I just feel like right there, war over, you know? You're like, where are they? No, they're upstairs. Man, fuck it. I'm not climbing all sorts of stairs just to kill one Jew. What bothered you about that? Killing the Jew? That he was Southern. I'm just curious. What? It was the Jew part, wasn't it? Yeah, in Florida, it was the Southern part. It's interesting. I actually think the reason I don't really think we'll have a civil war is because in general, when you talk to people in real life, they're actually pretty friendly, you know? Nice. You don't really deal with a lot of, like, conflict, I don't think, but most of it, the vitriol is all online, you know? It's just the internet. The internet used to be awesome. It was like a little bit of information, like a ton of porn. You know, now it's just anger. It is, and it used to be that, like, arguments online in the comments section always sort of made sense, like they related to the thing you read. Like, you read an article about politics and they have a political argument. Okay, now it's just anything I'm looking at. The comment section, it's like, the libtards ruined America. Yeah, well, the Republicans. I'm like, I'm just trying to buy boots. You know, like, I'm not sure Timberland.com is the place for this discourse. I just want to know if they were waterproof. Well, they would be if Biden didn't, you know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's like a Gallagher show. You should bring a tarp. Yeah. Crazy. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm having a hard time, but I'm doing it. Looking ahead at some cool things we got, like driverless cars now. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. LA unleashed these things. Waymos. It's like an Uber, but nobody's driving. And they're just driving around the city. It's crazy. And it's true story. I was pulling out of the parking lot at work the other day, and generally speaking in LA, if you want to make a left, the people there, slightly different than here, will let you do it. You know, they will not speed up for no reason. They'll just go, yeah, go ahead. We all got places to be a little friendlier. So this car, I went to make a left, and this car didn't let me in, and I got pissed. I got like my New York road rage, and I pulled up. I'm like, what the? And it was nobody. It was nobody. I was like, who do I give the finger to? You know, just the steering wheel. Not satisfying at all. Now I have this sort of like dream about driverless cars when it gets to the place where like I'm in the back seat, you know, and it gets pulled over by a driverless cop car. That's like my new dream. And I'm just smoking a joint, looking at the cop in his back seat, like, you believe these two? Jesus Christ, you know, they won't. Still won't shut the fuck up. Then I keep imagining that, like, there'll be like a traffic court just for cars, you know? So I imagine like the judge will have to be a car and the lawyers will have to be cars. I keep imagining like a pickup truck in suspenders, like, I'm not a big city lawyer, and he's not. You know, he's a pickup truck. He's not from here. That was just to test if you guys have imaginations. Tepid. I'll let Sarah know, lay off the fucking deep cuts. I learned recently, let me back up. I'm going to say something that's going to bother a lot of people, but I'm going to say it anyway because sometimes you just got to speak your truth. This is the hardest time in American history to be a straight white guy. It is. It is. A couple of straight white guys up here trying to clap. They will not be having sex tonight, but they're with me. Let me finish, though. It's still 1 billion times better than being anything else. But it used to be 1 trillion. You know, and that's tough. That is tough for guys my age, because we just missed that sweet spot, you know, that Mad Men era, that just careless white guy time of just, I don't know, smoking at work, you know, yelling at your wife. Oh, my refrigerator's broken. I'll just throw it in the river. Doesn't matter. Earth loves refrigerators. Now it's hard, you know? Now we gotta like listen. Respect people and stuff. We gotta try. Trying's the worst. Oh, it's the worst. Yes, I am. And I learned recently that I'm a toxic male. I was told by a person, not really a person, a woman. And she was right, though, and I don't want to blame society for my toxic masculinity, but it's 1,000% society's fault. It is, because I grew up here in America, you know, and we teach boys everything wrong in this country, and then we wonder why our men are just total morons, you know? It's true. Like when I was a kid, and I bet every guy in here learned this, I was taught like, oh, you got to toughen up, man. Boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. And I was like, oh, I got it. Boys don't cry. But then they never said what to do when I was sad. So you just tamp shit down. You're like, oh, grandpa died, you know, and then you just put it away. You put it away. And then years later, it comes out as toxicity, you know? Like, for example, sometimes I'll get really gassy. And then I'll lock the car windows so everyone has to suffer. You know, it's... Other times, uncontrollable rage directed at the people I love. Toxic energy, you know. And I'm trying to get better, you know. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to awoken. I am. I'm trying to be woke, you know. I just want to do better. That's what's kind of cool about being a progressive, you know, because you get to, like, progress. Oh, I was shitty, but I'm progressing towards not that shitty. So that's what I'm working on right now, progressing, you know. And I just try to give people an example of, like, the time I grew up, right? Like, I was born in 1997. And... yes. It always hurts when that's, like, the biggest laugh of the night. I was born in 1977, all right? The year of our Star Wars. Yeah, so I grew up in the 1980s, all right? And just to give, like, younger people a sense, to me, the 1980s were not that long ago. And to give people a sense of just how misogynistic that time was, I always like to tell them what I believe was the hardest riddle you can ask anybody in 1985. It went like this. A boy and his father are in a car accident. The father dies. The boy is rushed to the emergency room. The doctor on call says, I can't operate on this boy. He's my son. And the riddle no one could solve during my childhood was, how is that possible? Of course, in 2025, it's pretty obvious the doctor was the boy's. Thank you. It's hard for me to say. I appreciate it. The doctor was a woman. She was a lady doctor. Nobody, like Stephen Hawking was like, oh, the dad was cloned? Unsolvable. That's when I grew up. So I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to progress. And now that I'm like awakening, I am starting to like notice other straight white guys who aren't living on the right path, you know? I'm like kind of like a narc, you know? It's like 47 Jump Street. There's a couple 80s references for you guys. Like, like for example, Tucker Carlson. All right, I can't not watch Tucker Carlson. I spent like a decade at the Daily Show watching Tucker Carlson, so I have to watch more. I can't even get an erection if I don't watch him. You know, in fact, when I do, I put a little bow tie on my penis. That's how much he means to me. But he's so mad about stuff like Me Too, big red flag, straight white guy mad about Me Too. He's always like, I don't get it. Thanks to Me Too, you can't even flirt anymore. And I'm always like, I feel like you're thinking about rape. Because flirting should be completely unimpacted by Me Too. Like, if you can't flirt anymore because of Me Too, you're like the worst flirter. You're like really bad at it. I don't get it. I can't even put my balls on my assistant's neck. Like, what the hell? I can't even helicopter my dick in the morning meeting. What is this, Russia, man? Actually, if it was Russia, he'd love it. He loves Russia, that guy. I was saying earlier how I'm struggling, you know, as a straight white male in today's society, and I think one of the biggest issues for me has been this thing called cultural appropriation, right? Which is a little confusing, because cultural appropriation is basically if you wear something or do something from another culture, which for me was hard, because I wore like Native American headdresses for a long time, and they look cool as shit, but I stopped. But I'm always so worried about offending people, and I wear jeans almost every day, so I Googled jeans just to make sure I was safe. And it turns out jeans were invented by Levi and Strauss, two of my people, the Jews. I was like, yes! Woo! So I always take an opportunity when I'm in a room full of people to tell all the Christians, take off your Jew pants, because yes, you don't get to wear these anymore. Have fun tonight, everybody!